Yo, trade recap for 10/7/2025. Today I took one long, which was a loss, and my bias coming into today was I was pretty bullish until all-time highs. Um, Coming into around pre-market 8 a.m. we did take all-time highs, previous all-time highs, but I usually when we're at all-time highs, I'm just pretty bullish until like we keep taking this high, but clearly we weren't. We took all-time highs, and then we just ended up kind of chopping around and dumping all the way down. But let me kind of run y'all down my thought process why I took this trade. So we had this unfilled 1 hour gap, I believe. It might be a 15. 15-minute gap. Yeah, we had this unfilled 15-minute gap, and we put in this intermediate low inside of it. So I wanted that to be my condition. Those are high drives on liquidity that we react off, and we actually did. But so that's what I was waiting for. We were kind of just accumulated in this area, and then we dumped down, and this was like around 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. open lower, open lower, dumped down. Then we saw what I wanted to see. Pulled back to the 15-minute, swept that low inside of it. So I was like, okay, this is looking nice. I'm just gonna target all-time highs, and I was gonna break even at this high. So the only thing is, yeah, and then my entry was this 3-minute inversion right here. This 3-minute entered around here. Boom. It was going good for a good little while, but then we ended up getting stopped, and I think I guess the only reason why I probably couldn't work that one, because I mean we had just swept all-time highs in QNES, and then we're just gonna react off of that, because we were all the way bought up, and then I was logging in an area that wasn't discounted or in equilibrium. I was kind of logging in the premium, if you think about it, at least from this range, or actually not even, or yeah, like from this smaller range I was in EQ or discount. But like if you go on the bigger range, yeah, like EQ was until down here. So I'm guessing like we weren't discounted enough too long. And also this high was a protected high. It was an SMT high. We had an SMT with these highs over here, 836, 856, 838, 836, 836, 856. So we had SMT with those highs. So that was technically a protected high, even though we reacted well off of this internal low, intermediate low. This was a protected high, and not that I was going against the trend, because usually at all-time highs we just like keep logging into all-time highs. But I'm guessing the only things that was different this time is coming in the pre-market we had already took all-time highs. It's not like, you know, we were close to all-time highs and then, you know, but not even still, like usually more all-time highs we just like pretty much like keep pumping. But I guess we're due for a pullback, because we already had swept all-time highs from over here. So yeah, we already swept all-time highs, and we were just reacting off of it. It took us a while because we swept it, kept pumping, initially dumped, rebalanced, and yeah. I was looking at the short, so we were inside this 5-minute, sweep this high inside the 5-minute S&T, and we get this 1-minute inversion out of that right here. Boom, 1-minute inversion, and then just target an internal low. It would have been around a 1-1, so not the best play, but this is the only play I took. I mean it was pretty solid for me. My bias was bullish to all-time highs. Got sweep the intermediate low. I don't think we had an SMT with these lows though, so if I'm not mistaken, 903. Yeah, we took this a little bit earlier. Yeah, ES was kind of ahead of NQ, and then yeah, so we was looking good for the first couple of minutes, and then we're just bearish, I guess. Yeah, we're just bearish from the all-time high sweep. But I mean, this was the only trade I took. I didn't risk too much. I risked around like 190, and then I was just waiting till 10 a.m. see if we could catch anything. I was gonna try to catch anything off these levels. Nothing. Dumped a little bit more, and then just chop for the rest. But I mean, finally we're out of this range, because I mean, honestly don't really like trading all-time highs or in this range. But like, even if I was looking for shorts, like, I couldn't even catch anything. Like, it's just delivers buns. There's no like continuation. Like, there's no 5-minute that we rejected off of other than this one. Same here. It's just kind of like a weird move down. I guess you probably could have like caught a trade here. We inverse this gap around 9:45, and then you could have tried to catch, you know, something to like these lows. But we inversed it like at 10 a.m. Yeah, boom. Yeah, so it's kind of like, but yeah, that was the trade. Off the intermediate low, I was bullish. This was a protected high, so probably why it didn't work, and plus we already swept all-time highs. So yeah, that was a trade recap for the day. 1L. I was copy trading these, which is only down about like 190, and we'll see what the rest of the week plays out for us.